what is going on, everybody? Jake Andrews here. Welcome back to my channel, Jake Andrews Music. Blues rock lessons coming at you today from beautiful Austin, Texas. And I have got a killer song today to show you, Rock Me Baby by B.B. King. This was originally released in 1964 and has become a blues standard. So many great artists have covered this song, and in fact B.B. King re-recorded it many years later with Eric Clapton, and this is just one of the coolest early B.B. King songs there is. Now, it was originally released on Kent Records. That was the label B.B. was signed with at the time, from the late 50s through the mid 60s. And although it was released in '64, it was recorded somewhere in the late 50s, early 60s, at least several years before. So it is kind of considered an earlier track of his. And it's just so cool. It's in the key of C. It just has that repetitive guitar lick he plays throughout the song, a really amazing solo, and then he goes back to the same lick and takes it out. Now we're going to get into the lesson here in a minute. I'm going to show you exactly how B.B. plays this, but first I want to give you a little more history about this song. 1951, Lil Son Jackson recorded Rockin and Rollin.
Rock me, baby, rock me all night long. Rock me, baby, rock me all night long. I want you to rock me like my back ain't got no bone.
And if you go listen to this track, you will hear that it is really the same song, same lyrics. Of course, B.B. added his guitar element to it, the lead guitar. But it's really the same song, but even that version was probably based on earlier recordings. So it's one of those songs that's been recycled and re-recorded many, many times. Now, if you are a real blues aficionado, you will hear how similar that version is to Slim Harpo's stuff in the later 50s. Specifically, I'm a King Bee. So Slim Harpo was probably heavily influenced by this as well. Muddy Waters had his song Rock Me, which was very similar as well. And all of those are amazing versions, but B.B. King's recording is really the standard. Everybody knows it, and it's the version that's been covered so many times. Some of the coolest noteworthy covers are Otis Redding's on the Otis Blue album, 1965. Very similar to B.B.'s. It's even slower than B.B.'s version. Steve Cropper playing great guitar on that one. Of course, Hendrix's version, 1967, specifically when he played it at Monterey Pop Festival. And then Johnny Winter recorded it on the Still Alive and Well album, 1973, killer version. So that's a little background on the song and all of these various recordings of them. Check them all out. But let's get in here and let me show you exactly how B.B. played it. All right, y'all, welcome in. Rock Me Baby. We are going to make this short and sweet. And the original song is in the key of C. So I'm right here at the 8th fret. There is my first position minor pentatonic. Now, what I want you to do is to play a major bar chord right here. A full major C bar chord right there. And that's cool, but it's not very bluesy sounding. What we tend to use in blues and funkier stuff a lot are 7th chords, dominant 7th chords. And so if I pull my pinky off here, now I'm getting That's my dominant 7th note. It's a full step behind the root. So that would be a B flat or A sharp. So now when I play that, it sounds a little funkier, a little bluesier, right? Okay, and now I can double up that note, the high octave of it, right here on the 2nd string. That's the note right here in my first position of the pentatonic. So that's the flat 7, the dominant 7. So if I add that note on my pinky, now I have a bar chord dominant 7th. Okay, great chord to use for rhythm. The point of this is that the lick is contained right here in that dominant 7th chord. Watch this. That's all it is. So I'm sliding in on my middle finger on that 3rd string. That is the major 3rd. So that note is not in our minor pentatonic scale per se. See, we want... That is the major 3rd. So we're kind of mixing major and minor here. We're sliding in on the major 3rd, which of course B.B. King uses a lot of major notes in his playing. So, middle finger is going to slide into that note right there, 3rd string at the 9th fret. And then our first finger's going to grab the root note on the 1st string. Once again, it's all there in the chord. Now I'm going to say jump over to your ring finger on the 2nd string, and that is that dominant 7th note, the B flat or the A sharp. Okay, and then we're going to go back to the root. Those are our notes. It's really as simple as that. Now, as far as sliding in to get that sound, you don't have to go very far, just back it up a half step or a full step. But get those notes quick together. Da, da. And it has that push. Bop, 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 bop. And then we kind of hold on that note. And add just the slightest bit of give, a slight little bend. Not much, but just a little bit. So we are going to do it 4 times there. Now, this song, just like any other blues song, is just a basic 1-4-5 chord progression. So for us, that means C, F, and then G. All right, that is what we are playing over, and those are the chords the lick is being played over. Okay, so once you get it, you're golden because we're just really moving it. So we're going to come in and do it 4 times over the 1, which is C. Now, very important is the timing of it. You hear how we don't come in on the 1, we come in on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2. We come in on and 1 and 2, 1. So we don't come in on that downbeat, we come in on the and, right? So that is very important. Now once you get it, you're golden, as I said. 4 rounds here, and then we're going to play it over F up here. Just twice, and go back to C twice. Now go all the way up to G up here. Everything's getting tighter, but same exact lick, just 1 round. Back to F. And back to C. Now B.B. does do it a second time there. But when I'm playing, I really like to follow the band and get that 5 chord, that turnaround chord. And what that is just going to a G7 using this C shape. So see, there's my C chord shape. And I add my pinky on the 3rd string. And now that is a G seventh, a G dominant seventh. Just a different way, a different shape to play a dominant seven, all right? This is a dominant seven we use in the beginning with that E shape, and this is the C shape. And that timing, da-da, staggered like that. We emphasize those hits, ba-bop, ba-bop, ba-bop. So that's how I was playing it. Instead of doing the lick again twice at the end, B.B does it twice. And then the verse simply starts over. I like to throw that chord in to give some separation. Next verse. And that is it. You see how I added some vibrato or a little bend. All of that's going to go a long ways to giving it some character and making it really sound good. But that is the lick. Really, he just does one full instrumental verse as the intro, and he does 2 vocal verses. Nothing changes. They're exactly the same. So basically 3 verses exactly the same. And at the end of that 3rd verse, that's where we come in with the lead. All right, so let's get into the solo. We come out of that 5 chord. Now, what are we doing there? We're just getting that little major triad. If you wanted, you could just get those 2 strings on your first finger. I'm pretty sure he's getting that triad there, that major 3rd. And once again, we're getting that slide sound. So, all you have to do is a half step is plenty, but we want to slide into that little major triad. Once again, it's part of our major chord. You notice how I'm doing a down and then an upstroke. And then he kind of slides off. 3, 4, and we have a pause there. 2, 3, 4. So that's our first little piece. He plays that and leaves the space. 3, 4. That is our next lick. So we're right in this box. Once again, B.B is mixing some major and minor. So pretty much all in our first position, but notice those subtle little bends we do. Such a cool lick, such a common B.B. King lick. Walking it down to the 5, that's the 5th. And get that slight little bend. It's not a full bend, it's just a little coloring on that flat 3rd there. There's my root. Notice I put a little vibrato. Now I'm going to reach back and get the 6. That's the major 6. This is the flat 7, that's the 6. And I'm going to come back to the root. Back to our minor 3rd or flat 3rd there with the bend. I'm almost bending into the major 3rd. And then straight to the 5th, the 5. With some vibrato. All of that adds up to give B.B. sound. The timing, the phrasing is extremely important. Da 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 ba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3. Okay, so that little pause there. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Yeah, man, what a sweet lick. So what is that? Man, so cool. So he's walking up on the third string there. He's going chromatically, and then he's going to pick it again, this note, to bend it. And see, we go second, first, second. Now come out here, ring finger and middle, and we're going to bend and hold it. Hold it for a split second, and then he walks it back quickly. Da 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 da. With that slight bend and that vibrato. And that's the phrasing. Slight hesitation. Wow. So get those notes there. And we're going to pick it a second time to bend that third string. Drop your pinky on the second string. That lick is like a Hendrix or SRV. But B.B. did it first, you see? And then he does this. He rolls third string up to the root. Slight bend on the third string here. Straight to the fifth. Okay, so taking it back. All right? Are you with me? And now he throws in this really cool lick. All right, so that's right after. Da, da. All right, so what is that? I'm starting on the root, hammering into the major third, go to the 4, down here, hammer again here, but it's a double stop, so I'm barring the third and second string, but I'm only hammering onto my middle finger. And then back to this. So end on and cut it off. So it sounds like. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tricky phrasing. So coming out of 2, 3. Yeah, very cool. All right, and let's go. Now we're on the 5 chord. All right, here's our next part. So either ring or pinky, whatever feels better. So I'm going to start on the first string, out to that second string, dominant 7, and then the third string bend, straight down to my first finger on the 5th string. All right? Or if you prefer your pinky, And that's a continuation similar. So all on the third string there. Roll up to the root, back here, and back to the root. Da 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 da. And really what he does, he kind of rakes into double stops there to start it. So start with the simple version, but if you can, that's a very B.B. King sounding lick where he kind of rakes across this major shape right here, this F shape, to start a lick. So I'm really emphasizing the second and first string. So the lick before it. And see how he really speeds up those notes on the second half. Okay, so at the end of that, after we hit the root, we're going to go flat 7, 6. And then he does this really cool follow-up with these major notes. So what is that? I'm here, I'm in my first position, but I'm getting these major note variations. And I roll up to the root there. Come back down and hammer into this double stop, the major. And finally go up to the fifth string, and it's just the same rhythm as the chord we've been doing, but it's just the single string. And then we're right back for 2 more verses and it fades out. So let's go back and play that last part of the solo from the 5. Wow, what a cool solo. All right, and we'll do it from the beginning once again. 3, 4. Da, da. Da, da. And that is it. Now, I would also like to mention some of my instructional courses that are available right now. I have a course called the Ultimate Freddie King Instrumentals course. This course teaches you note for note Freddie King's earliest instrumental recordings, his most influential stuff, the Hideaway album. It's amazing, and the phrasing that he uses is so unique and invaluable. And there's nothing like learning the actual songs and licks from the masters to try to start to integrate that timing and phrasing and those licks into your playing. Freddie King was a master of major and minor hybrid playing, and that really comes out in his sound. So look into that, my Freddie King Ultimate Instrumentals course. And my other newest course is called 7-Day Blues Guitarist. In this course, we really start at the beginning and we lay the foundation for starting to improvise your own blues lead guitar playing. We learn 5 unique blues verses and numerous concepts along the way, like playing over chord changes, rhythm, blues chords, funkier chords, double stops, bending. Everything is contained within this to get you on the road to start playing real blues lead guitar playing. So look into these 2 courses to augment the videos on this channel, and I think you're really going to be pleased. All right, everybody, that wraps it up. Hope you enjoyed this short and sweet B.B. King guitar lesson. And once you get this down, of course, play along with the recording. There are some great backing tracks as well you can pull up and play along with. Have fun with it. If you did enjoy the video, please leave me a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Leave me some questions, some comments, and I will see you soon, my friends. Thank you so much.